afternoon and welcome to your News in Brief with Miran Hilde Ausiku. Thank you for joining us. Voting in the Swakopmund by-election has commenced at 6 this morning and is to continue until 9 o'clock tonight. With us on the line to talk about how the voting process has gone so far is the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission, Lina Ndengu. Good afternoon, Madam Ndengu, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
All right. Our news team this morning observed that only a trickle of voters at polling stations. Has the voters turned up in the meantime picked up?
Yes. Basically, when we started off in the morning, several polling stations had some few voters in the line. Those, I guess, were the ones that were heading to work before so that they wanted to finish voting before they go to work. But then it slowed down a bit during the morning hours, but we actually see that it has started to pick up, especially in the areas such as the DRC New Block, the DRC Lutheran Church. You can see that the queues there are actually not even slowing down at all. If you also look at areas such as the Medulesi Community Hall, the queues are not stopping, it just keeps picking up.
Now, how many voters are eligible to vote in this by-election at Swakopmund?
We have 37,406 eligible registered voters for the Swakopmund constituency.
Okay. And how has the process been so far? We understand that members of the LPM had an altercation with the police at the polling station. So the LPM alleged that the officer was interfering with the voters. So what happened there? What really happened there?
I think it was more of a misunderstanding because the police officer's duty is to ensure that there is order at the polling station. And what they do is to ensure that the people entering the venue, so that there's no congestion within the polling station. So his duty was to ensure that not many people enter the venue at a time. And the honorable that came, the LPM member that came, basically came and wanted to just pass through to enter the venue, but unfortunately there were processes put in place. That's where the misunderstanding came in. So it was not about interfering with the processes, but more about trying to ensure that there's order at the entrance of the polling venue.
Oh, thank you for that clarification.
Yes, and the returning officer basically cleared the air between the two parties, the Namibian police as well as LPM, and voting continues.
Oh, all right. Now, the polling stations are to close at 9 tonight. When can the public expect the results of this election?
Immediately after the polling station close, counting will start at the polling stations. And after the counting has been concluded at the polling stations, the deciding officers will then post the preliminary results at the entrance of that polling station, and then they will proceed to the collation center, where they will then hand over the information to the returning officer. And once all the teams have arrived, the 29 teams have arrived at the collation center, the returning officer will then officially announce the final results.
Thank you so much, Madam.
We're hoping that they will finish the counting process tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Ndengu.
Thank you for having me.
And that was Lina Ndengu, the spokesperson of the Electoral Commission of Namibia, speaking to us on the ongoing by-election at Swakopmund.